generation that's been busting since 2001. And yes, I'm sitting here with the homie. Chance the Rapper, baby!
Wait, watch the table. It's coming.
It's okay. This table gonna be fine. Hey, but we not in the studio right now.
No, so it's live.
We are downtown right now at River East 21 at the premiere. We in Hollywood, Illinois right now. Power 92 is live and direct with me for the premiere of my new movie, Magnificent Coloring World, coming soon to theaters nationwide this summer. And we got a sneak peek for the people in the city all weekend. So I appreciate y'all coming up here, broadcast live. Power 92, number one in the streets. I had to do it.
Hey, that's a blessing because you pulled some strings. Hey, look, that's exactly. Hey, it's definitely. I'm just super excited, man. You got us out here, man. You out here. This whole atmosphere is just amazing, bro. Like you say, this,
thank you, man.
To do something in your city, a premiere in your city, something you've been working on, something you've been talking about. Like, it's crazy though. You put a tweet out like, "Hey, if I made a movie, would y'all watch it?" And then like 2 days later, you're like, "I got a movie." So I mean, how did this all come about?
It's crazy. This whole thing came together in about 3.5 weeks. I basically, I've been doing my virtual concerts. I've been like learning film, learning editing, learning lighting and stuff like that. I've been really just getting into movies. And I got that from being able to film my own concerts while the pandemic was happening. So since people couldn't come out to see me in concert, I had to put together shows for people at home. And I learned how to make them look beautiful. I learned how to edit them. I learned how to shoot them. And I actually shot this movie 4 years ago with the plan to put it out in theaters. Yeah. But when I first got it, I didn't know how to edit. So I was like, I'm going to just can it. I'm going to just leave this alone and forget about it. And about a month ago, my homie watched it with me. We were just talking about film stuff, and I showed it to him, and he was like, yo, you got to put this out. You got to edit it, but you got to put this out. And I was like, the only way I would want to do it is if it's going in theaters. And he was like, you could definitely get a movie in theaters. So he gassed me, basically. I hit up my peoples. I'm like, Dad, reach out to AMC. My dad did his Googles, you know what I'm saying? And we got a connection, and we worked it out. They was definitely telling me that there was no way it was going to work in 3.5 weeks, but here we are. We got this just the advanced screen, and we going to theaters around the country, and as soon as summer starts. So pretty. It's a blessing. I don't even know what to say. I know it's crazy. I don't know how we here.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like a week ago, you was like, yeah, if I put out a movie, would y'all watch it? And then all of a sudden, you just come out with a movie. I'm like, okay, now this is happening. But
hey, what can I say right about now? What you doing, talking about editing. I want to go to the technical side of this, right? Okay, so for the most part, like, tell the people what programs was you using, what cameras you was using, because I'm sure this is going to inspire somebody in the hood to want to do their own movie and put it together, man.
So we did it all in Final Cut. It was a team of 5 editors, including me, and it was all this film. Basically, we shot this concert. A lot of concert films that you see, like when you watch somebody, and there's some amazing concert films out there. A lot of times, it feels less like a concert film and more like a filmed concert. You know what I mean? It's like somebody be on tour and they'll decide like, hey, we should film it because the show is so good. We should just set up some cameras. So that's what they do. They set up cameras of something that's already happening. This was a one-time event that I put together specifically with the idea of putting this in theaters. So it's shot like that. It was a 9-camera shoot, which is a lot of cameras for a shoot. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
And they're all res and Alexas. There's like a crane. And I don't want to give away the movie. It's a very high production, high quality, very different kind of film and very different kind of concert film. The idea came from me thinking about those live concert films that I had seen. And how, one, I couldn't hear the audience, like I could hear them when they clapping and scream, but like those voices when you perform a show, y'all know y'all DJs like when you can hear people screaming the words, especially at my show. And I'm like, man, we need to mic up the audience. So then we started thinking about ways to mic them up for the live show. And then I was like, I feel so constricted when I'm on a single stage. So I actually designed a new stage design that's kind of like 5 different stages in a semicircle. That's connected by little bridges, and each stage has a different meaning or focus on it. So there's a whole choir stage with 50 50 choir people on one stage.
Ooh.
And there's another stage that's just dancers. There's another stage that's a full orchestra. There's another stage that's a prismizer stage with like these crazy lights and stuff. And like I said, I don't want to give away the movie, but I'm hyped. You can tell I got a suit on like it's my premiere. Joe. Like,
I'm trying to picture it in my head right now. I'm trying to picture it in my head.
It's crazy. Come upstairs and see it. Hey, I just got to say for the listeners, Hara is so excited because it's the first time that he broadcasted. Not in Hammond, Indiana right now. So
you got me outside. I gotta thank you. I always thank you so much for everything. You got me outside, and I don't think the last people that did this was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
no, of course.
this is like dope.
I'm happy for you, but I want you to watch my movie. I was like, man, I would love to watch the movie, but I'm gonna be down here broadcasting. And this is my first. I'm like, bro, you could broadcast again. Like, let's watch the movie.
I'm coming. I'm watching the movie. You got
movie.
me the ticket. I'm definitely watching it.
Right.
Who inspired you as far as like the filming? Those films that you said you watched. What was those films?
My inspiration. So I watched a lot of my favorite concert films. I love Michael Jackson's Live in Bucharest. I love the Woodstock film. I love actually my homie Justin Bieber has one of the highest grossing concert films of all time. He made it when he was like 16. We were still in high school. And that's just an amazing tour documentary film as a whole. But my film stuff is like, I just like film overall. I like a lot of different kinds of cinema.
Yeah.
And my real like people that I looked up to, obviously Spike Lee, obviously Wes Anderson, Paul Thomas Anderson, Steven Spielberg, Ryan Johnson, Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
There's a lot of people, and probably people whose names that y'all don't know or care about. But I'm just gonna say, like, that's what I really like film. I really love the art of scripting, the art of lighting, the art of cinematography, and I just been spending the last year, like, I feel like what I'm doing right now is like when Kanye went to Paris and niggas was like, I don't really get it, but he was learning stuff. Like, I've been spending a lot of time literally just learning how to do stuff. So even this movie was kind of like an exam on editing for me and figuring out if I knew how to make, you know, a whole piece edited down into a fluid narrative, and I feel like we did that pretty well.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And as far as like you did this one, you accomplished this, and I know you're gonna do more musically.
Yeah.
But are you gonna tap into like regular movies like comedies, horror films,
That's
some
my
type
goal.
of
You
got
drama?
Slice.
That's my goal.
Yeah, you got Slice.
I got Slice. I got Mr. Happy. I did some voiceover work. I feel like for me, the thing is when you a star. All right, that shit sounded crazy. Let me take it back. When people are celebrities and you're used to seeing their face a lot on TV, sometimes when they get it, the whole point of a movie is to suspend disbelief, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know that everybody's a human being. We know that they just reciting some lines that they read on paper, but when you watch a movie, you want to feel like you're watching a real story. Like the people that's in the movie are the actual characters with the names that they got.
Yeah.
When you put me or Drake or, you know, somebody that's like a famous face on the screen, it's hard to look past it being that person. And my favorite form of acting is what's called character acting. Like some of my favorite actors are character actors. They're people that if you've seen them, you'll be like, that's dude from But then a few seconds after that, you just immersed in whatever role they got in that moment. You see them as that character.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of roles that I'm looking for. But in all honesty, I really like directing. I really like writing. I got a movie at MGM right now that we just turned in our rough draft. Our first draft of the script. I don't know when the movie's getting made, but when it come out, it's gonna get filmed in Chicago for sure.
You acting? Or
No, I scripted it, so I'm a writer. I'm a writer and a developer, like producer on the film. But
so if you need any actors, you know.
but I'm coming to y'all. We gonna do a casting call via Power 92. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Head up
yeah.
today.
That's dope.
Yeah, I really like a lot of different parts of it. In front of the camera is fun, but it's kind of limiting sometimes. So I like the idea part of it, like how you tell the story.
Definitely.
So are you
brother.
okay, now I got to ask you. You my guy, my brother. Are you gonna keep the name Chance the Rapper, or is this gonna say Chance?
Chance. Oh, just Chance.
Just Chance. I mean, because you wear so many hats, bro. Like director, activist. You know.
I feel like I'm gonna always be Chance the Rapper because that's just who I am. And I feel like people sometimes think about rap as like this limiting thing or one thing, but it's like when you think about it, first of all, hip hop's the biggest music or cultural like piece of anything in the world right now. It influences everybody. It's bilingual. There's no language barrier. People love rap music and most things that black people do culturally ends up becoming the norm. And I think I always look at rap as something like that. When you're a rapper, like, you're expected to do a lot more than, say, a singer or an actor, because you know, you're literally writing all your own stuff, you know. Sometimes you're directing your own videos, you're your own stylist, sometimes you're your own producer, your own manager. You do a lot of things as a rapper, and that's kind of just what that means, is that you know, a jack of all trades, you're a person that's making it happen. And so when I make my first action film James Bond joint, it's gonna say directed by Chance the Rapper, because I'm rapping. When I'm doing anything, I'm rapping.
Oh,
doing your stunt doubles?
I'm gonna do my own stunts, and it's gonna say stunt double Chance the Rapper. I'm on my Jackie Chan stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Jackie Chan.
You know?
Oh my God! Hey, nah, super excited for this. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely going up there to see it. So we gonna, record.
Right. Get the show done. They
You know,
go.
have a couple
Right.
joints you can play.
Great
But
news.
nah,
Yeah, I told you it would hurt.
You fresh
yeah.
right now. I
know what I'm
came
saying?
in with
Load
some.
out.
I thought we was gonna be,
You
moving
straight.
around.
No,
but,
you straight.
All right, cool.
We here.
Yeah.
We down the street from Navy Pier. Like, we not in LA. That's the crazy thing, is most premieres they
Come on.
happen in LA. And so, like, we doing
brought
this
it
for the
home.
city
It's
right now.
Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? We doing this
It's
for the
Chicago.
crib. We doing this for our people so that they could experience something like this. And, you know, the city's opening up. Like, we just opened up another 100 seats in every showing just because another, so, like, as time goes on and the summer starts to happen and the city starts to reopen, a lot of people are going to have this amazing opportunity to come out of some of the fear that we built up, which is not to say that the fear wasn't justified, but a lot of people, we got stuck in a new routine of being inside a lot and not enjoying things with strangers. You know what I mean? That's what a movie at the movie theater is, or a sporting event, or a concert. It's a bunch of people that don't know each other focusing on the same thing that they're all interested in at the same time. And that experience of going out and enjoying each other and just like being in community is something that's gonna come back in a big way. And we kicking it off tonight. So if you around the city, if you don't got tickets, it's gonna be a few celebrities rolling up. Y'all might want to stand outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might catch a flick or something. But the city's lit tonight. I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
We just talked about that too. Like, you definitely bringing the city back out, and you definitely bringing that family vibe of going to the movie theater, get you some popcorn.
Yes.
And I saw you was working. You was.
I was behind the ticket booth, yo. That's how I do.
Super hands on, man. Hey, before we get more about the movie, music. Now, you was on live with Vic.
Yeah.
Do we have a project coming, a Save Money project, or what?
There's something crazy in the works. So Vic's been up at the House of Kicks a lot. We've been, going through some of the old songs, going over new beats and stuff. I don't want to say that we fully locked it in all the way yet, because we ain't pulled out the dry erase board, but it's something that we started a little bit on, and probably after this weekend, I don't really got nothing that's happening until the next premiere, so I'll probably really lock in on with him on that. But, when me and Vic make stuff, for anybody that's listening, they already know, but for people that maybe didn't notice, it's like it's a monster, because I think we're both extremely talented artists, and we don't slack when we get around each other. So it's always going to be the best thing that we could do that day. And so I honestly can't wait to just be challenged like that.
And we need that video, Cocoa Butter Kiss. We need that.
That's crazy that you just said that. We were just talking about shooting that.
Hey, we need that. We need that.
We might be able to do something.
Hey, well, definitely, we just glad you're here. We're glad you brought this to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? This is monumental for us to have a premiere here. Usually it's in LA or somewhere else. We're here in Chicago. We're bringing people back outside. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, congratulations to you.
I appreciate
Much
it,
blessings to you.
Thank you, man.
Man, we just happy that you did it with us, bro. Thank you so much.
I appreciate both of y'all for always supporting me through marriage and through all the other stuff that be happening in life, and then also just as a station for staying, true to what it is, for always supporting the people back home. Y'all always the first people to support the people that's from Chicago. So, y'all always, I don't know, y'all just always gonna be family. We always gonna, every time I do something for the first time, we gonna all do something for the first time together.
Let's
You know
do
what
it.
I'm saying?
Let's do it, man.
Definitely. Where can people get the tickets? Tell them.
Oh my
All right, so
God.
the tickets that's left, you could get them on amctheaters.com. There's showings Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a matinee at 3. And if you're not able to get tickets for this this time around. It will be in theaters nationwide this summer. Release date coming next week.
All right, people. That's what it is. It's DJ Naphis, Chance the Rapper,
Yeah.
and High
And we
Rod.
at the premiere.
Yes.
City turn up. But be safe
lit.
too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep
But-
that mask on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Keep the mask on, but come outside.
Don't raw dog
322.
there yet.
We
Don't raw
getting
dog
drunk
there.
tonight.
322 East Illinois. We out here with Chance the Rapper at the premiere. It's DJ Naphis on Power 92. Let's go.